What is good, everybody? It's Ross. So yeah, we all know why we're here right now. I was actually editing a video yesterday about Andrew Schulz's first response calling Kendrick Lamar a hypocrite. And then I saw this video that we're about to talk about, and I had to kind of just stop editing that and just make this quick video because there's not much to say about this. This is extremely disrespectful. This is not humor. This is not funny. This is disgusting. The fact that Andrew Schulz will continue to have a platform, you know, essentially dehumanizing one of the biggest black hip hop artists, you know, we have in modern day, a Pulitzer Prize Grammy winner. You know, this form of disrespect from a D tier comedian who made his claim to fame through MTV on Girl Code or Bro Code, and then really getting clout from Charlemagne. So I mentioned this in my first video that I'm gonna drop probably tonight. Charlemagne is a huge problem. Charlemagne, you put the battery in this man's back. I just want you to understand that this is solely your fault that this guy can come into our space and disrespect one of the biggest rap artists, black rap artists in our day. So we're gonna go ahead and just get started and just watch this video, and just the audacity of this guy to really say this on his podcast. And he's probably being monetized for it. And again, just know Kendrick never actually mentioned him. There are other white comedians out there that are probably saying disparaging things about black women, but you know, hit dogs holler. So yeah, so here we are, and this guy takes it even further. He doubles down and saying, you know what, even if Kendrick is right, it doesn't matter because I can essentially assault him via that word that I really don't want to say because it's a disgusting word. Anyway, we're gonna watch this so you guys can kind of see like what's like the context of everything.
Like, first of all, Kendrick's people and the gang affiliate, you know, everybody, his security, they will kill me. They will destroy me. They'll find me in the street. They'll fucking cut me up. They'll shoot. They'll do whatever. I'm not a tough guy. Y'all do. But just Kendrick, I would make love to him, and there's nothing he can do about it. Just Kendrick Lamar, I would make love to him, and the only thing that he could do is decide if it's consensual or not. That's the only thing he could do. If it's me and Kendrick, this is about physics. It's about physics. I don't even know if I'll get hard. But if we're in a cell, there's a chance that if we're in a cell and we're bored and we done tattooing each other, whatever you do in the cell, and we ran out of board games and we did all the other things, we cleaned everything, and I'm like, man, I might as well fuck you. There's nothing he could physically do to stop that besides put his legs in the air and choose a position. Maybe Mark, I'll let him choose a position.
Why are you pulling this picture up, Mark? Why are you doing this?
Put up that picture of him and Travis Kelce's girl. Look at that shit.
Oh my God, dude, that's unbelievable.
Yo, I'll be honest. I would go so far as to say I don't think he could stop most people on the planet from having sex with him. Like, the only reason he got security is to stop people from having sex with him.
So I just have to say, this all started from one bar of him saying, hey, and he's really talking to black people. He was talking to the black guys on the couch. Definitely this dude, his little stooge, this guy, I think I just skipped him, but this guy here, he was talking to him, and he was talking to the two British black guys. He was really talking to them because white people are going to do what they're going to do. They're going to say what they're going to say. But when like they're in our space, we got to stand up for ourselves, you know? So he was in this one bar. He was saying, don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman. That's law. Like, that's what he was saying. He's talking to black people, talking about, hey, we need to stand up. We need to stand on our square and recognize what is disrespect and what is jokes. And so, like I said, I'm gonna talk about my next video, but what Andrew Schulz said, there was no joke, there was no clever, witty. It was just a racist tropes that was just said, and he laughs hell out, ha 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 ha. And then like if there's like a laughing track by him, it's a joke, but like it's not. It's really not. So just know that this started from one bar where Kendrick is saying, hey, black men, let's do better. Let's not let white comedians, white people talk down on black women. This guy comes in and is now saying, I don't care what you're saying. I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna tell you that I can sexually assault you. Like, this is how, like, you just need to know how huge that jump is. Do you understand that? Like, you will not see this optic anywhere else. You will not see this if Kendrick was white, if he was a woman, if he was not who he was. Specifically, a black American man, Andrew Schulz would not even come up with this kind of stuff. And so I want you guys to understand that, like, this wasn't just offensive. Like, this was a modern day example of something far more insidious. This is like, we can look at it and be like, oh, it's just a shock joke, but it's actually rooted. It's actually rooted in, like, one of the darkest histories of slavery, like, to be straight up. I don't know if you guys ever heard of the word buck breaking. If you've never heard of it, it was a practice that was done when the black man defied what the white slave owner did to make a point in front of the family, in front of their wife. The slave owner would sexually assault black men, regardless of, like, the sexuality, whatever. It was about domination and dehumanization. It was really about breaking the strongest, most defiant black men and sending a message. This is what happens if you stand up for yourself, your people, your family, your women. Like, this is what happens when you stand up, when you decide to say no. And Andrew Schulz, in real time, like, this is modern day buck breaking. The fact that he can talk about this and create an imagery and still have all of the backing, still have all his brand deals, whatever Netflix specials he has in the future, he's going to keep those. And that means that there's a system protecting him. And so that's exactly what slavery was. No one is better than anyone else. Like, as human beings, we're all the same. We're all special. We're all amazing. But when you have people who are, like, the dominant race or ethnicity, whatever, and they create laws around it, they create protections around that group of people. And so during that time, white slave owners could sexually assault black men, and, like, black people could not do anything about it because there was a system protecting it. And so in real time, Andrew Schulz, he doesn't even know how comfortable he is, like, sitting in his couch, like, saying this stuff, because he doesn't even know. He doesn't even know, but it's rooted in that. It's rooted in, he can say this. He can say this, like, so comfortably because of the system protecting him. He's, I don't care where he's from. He's lived this comfy, cushy, life where he can kind of just talk this disrespectfully about black men and not have any repercussions for real. There's a pattern, and so the fact that he can say this, it's really disgusting. But we're just gonna go ahead and finish off what he's gonna say.
This is about physics. It's about physics. I don't even know if I'll get hard. But if we're in a cell, there's a chance that if we're in a cell and we're bored and we done tattooing each other, whatever you do in the cell, and we ran out of board games and we did all the other things, we cleaned everything, and I'm like, man, I might as well fuck you. There's nothing he could physically do to stop that besides put his legs in the air and choose a...
I just want you guys to imagine if he was talking about, like, a white woman, like, if this is a white woman, the internet would be in flames. All his sponsors would pull out. He would be the next day sending a tearful apology. He stepped out of line, and he definitely would get deplatformed immediately. YouTube would take this video down immediately. The fact that I can find this video, like, tells me, like, everything I need to know. Because Kendrick is a black man, this rhetoric gets a pass. Society has a long history, of trivializing violence, especially sexual violence, against black men. It's not taken serious. It's seen as comedic fodder, instead of instead of deeply harmful rhetoric, that it is. Like, that's what this is. There's no joke in this. There's no punchline in this. He's literally just talking about how he would sexually assault Kendrick Lamar. you know. And the only reason why he's letting this fly, the only reason why is because this man is sitting here. If this man was not sitting here and on this podcast, this would look like blatant racism. But because he's sitting here, and it's so funny, they talk about the South Park, he's the token black guy right here. You are literally just a token so that he can say whatever he needs to say. If you were a white man saying here, y'all would have already deplatformed. We wouldn't even give a damn about what y'all were saying for real. But because this man is here, he's legitimizing you. And so this guy is just another example of a Charlemagne in a different sense. Charlemagne had the power and gave him the clout, but he's the same mentality where you're letting these people fly like that. This is what happens. So, and I heard that this guy doesn't really even identify as black for real. It's one of those, like, he's one of those kind of Puerto Rican type guys where, like, they identify as that, not really black kind of thing. Yeah, I don't even want to finish this video. This is so disturbing just to hear. And, like, it just shows that Andrew Schulz is just really looking for clout. And he's going to get it, like, he's going to get it. I cannot not talk about this. Because so many people like are gonna think that, oh, he's just being funny, and they don't understand, like, this is rooted like in such a more deep, harrowing way. I'll probably put some freaking music behind this, like the Jordan Peele movie, and there's like this like, I got 5 on it, like that one where, like, but they changed, they did a remix on it. I'm probably gonna put something in here just to show, like, him talking about this is literally like a horror. Like, this is a horror. This is the norm during this time of slavery, where guys like him, he can be like, okay, you don't like what I gotta say, or you don't want to follow what I want. I'm gonna do this to you. I'm gonna prove my point, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's pretty much what he's saying in modern time. So, I'm not too freaking woke or sensitive to say that. Like, that's just what it is, so that's just what it is. And I'm not about to just take disrespect and just laugh everything off like a lot of y'all do. A lot of you guys are pathetic. A lot of you guys, like, don't have self-respect. A lot of you guys, I don't know, it's because you have a poor relationship with your mom or your dad, or maybe you were bullied. I know there's like a lot of those. Oh, I was called I'm black, but I'm white on the inside, Oreo. Like, please, I don't care. I really don't care. That does not give you the opportunity to just disparage all black people because a couple freaking middle schoolers. All middle schoolers are mean, yo. They're mean as hell, yo. Middle schoolers are mean. I was called white too, by the way I talked. Like, but I'm not about to, like, just hate all black people and then start kissing up to white people because of that. White people were mean as hell too in middle school. Like, it doesn't, kids are mean. So y'all got to work that out. So I don't know about this guy's life story. But I know a lot of y'all in the last comments was really like, y'all were like, oh, y'all, you being too sensitive, you being too woke. I'm like, bro, you need to stop drinking that Kool-Aid. Like, you need to understand, like, when people are being disrespectful or not. Like, I'm not sitting here like I'm like some, like, super liberal or something like that. I'm really not. There's some things that I disagree with that the left do, or definitely like with Hollywood and the agendas, like the different agendas that they push. But I can recognize, I can have discernment to what is disrespectful, like what's blatant disrespectful, and this man is. And like I said, this guy has a dark spirit. The fact that he can really go there about Kendrick Lamar, it just shows he has a dark aura about him. This dude got all black on already. This dude is dark. He has a dark spirit. So, karma's real. He's going to get what he's going to get. So it might not be like when or how we want it to be, but he's going to get it. So, he can say all this how he wants, but karma's absolute.
Picture of Mark. Why are you doing this?
Put up that picture with him and Travis Kelce's girl. Look at that shit.
Oh my God, dude, that's unbelievable.
Yo, I'll be honest. I would go so far as to say, I don't think he could stop most people on the planet from having sex with him. Like, the only reason he got security is to stop people from having sex with him whenever he wants. Now, don't get me wrong, there's people who could fuck me against my will. I was in an elevator once with this drag queen, and this motherfucker was like 6'5".
Oh, yeah.
And we're in the elevator, and we're going down. I'm like, yo, if he wanted to take it, I gotta cause a ruckus or something like that. Like, I gotta have my pants, I gotta do something. Yeah. I know with Kendrick that he's talking a lot of shit, but if it came down to it, I could put him on my lap. I could feed him a bottle. I could put him on my lap. I could feed him a bottle and make love to him if I wanted to, and there's nothing he could do about it. I might not be.
I just want you to know he's also bringing in like infant fetish. I just want you guys to know that. Like he's throwing like a hint of infant fetish in there, putting Kendrick on his lap and making him drink a bottle. What? This is weird activity. Like, why are you guys fans of this man? This guy is weird, yo. Like, this is weird. Like, this is weird. And if y'all think this is funny, I'm sorry. You guys are weird as fuck.
Hard dick might just slap soft against his butt. I could be romantic with him and there's nothing he could do about it. I might not be hard dick might just slap soft against his butt. I could be romantic with him and there's nothing.
That's a cut right there. Look at this. That's a
I
cut.
can put him on my lap. I can feed.
Look. This is a cut. Like he was probably about to say something even crazier, but they cut it.
Him a bottle and make love to him if I wanted to, and there's nothing he could do about it. I might not be hard dick might just slap soft against his butt. I could be
That's a cut right there.
romantic with him and there's nothing he could do about it, to the point like I think I'm so charming he would just fall into it. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I think he would just be so charmed. He would be like, damn, like whap. Let me suck it up. You want to talk about another album called Damn. Be humble. Sit down. Reincarnated. Ask I penetrated. Listen, but in all seriousness, we love Kendrick Lamar, our woke king. And I think we're gonna do our best to abide by his. I don't know what his rules are about, like me having sex with him if we're in a room together.
I don't think you'd want that.
We don't know.
This man is 40 freaking 4 years old, talking like this, you know, like talking like a high school freshman, 13-year-old high school freshman. This is the type of humor that a freshman would do. You're 42 years old. The thing is, these are ideas that he's had since he's been that age. You know, these are ideas that he's just had and he's held on to it, and he's just pushing it in an edgier way, and it's coming from a grown man. So people actually think like this is legit content, you know, but this is not funny. And I didn't say this in my last video, but Charlemagne needs to call this man out. You're the one who put this man on. You need to call this man out. You Charlemagne, you pretend, or you trot yourself to be this pro-black person who, you know, advocates for black Americans, and you campaigned hard for, you know, for Kamala Harris, and you represented the black talking point, and you already let him talk about black women. There was nothing, you said nothing about that already. And that was months ago, by the way. It took Kendrick Lamar to say something, and for it to actually get some noise, more noise. You should have been said, yo, that is not cool what Andrew Schulz said about black women. That's already off top, Charlemagne, what you should have done and you didn't do. And then also this right here, him talking about dehumanizing, demasculating Kendrick Lamar, you know, another black person that you should be, you know, that's the kind of image that you've created, Charlemagne, this you know, pro-black, educated, you know, political talking head now, where you are now on CNN and MSNBC, you know, representing black people and what we want, what we offer, getting interviews from Joe Biden, you know. Like, to me, the fact that you have vetted guys like these, you should have been made a video making him donkey of the day. You should have made him donkey of the rest of the year. But you're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. Unless there's pressure, unless we're all coming at you. At the least, Charlemagne should be going out, you know, guns blazing and saying, yo, I'm disowning Andrew. We are no longer friends. This crosses the line. And yeah, we need to see apologies, all that stuff. So that's what I demand from Charlemagne. We should be blowing up his Twitter timeline, his emails, and showing him this clip and demanding that he calls Andrew Schulz out and denounces him. I really don't have anything else to say about this guy. I already have another video like about breaking down more of what he said, but I wanted to just make this video that actually did not turn out to be a quick video. But yeah, this is something that we have to challenge. This is something, you know, we have to really recognize. You know, he's talking about Kendrick Lamar, but I feel like you can substitute Kendrick Lamar with another black guy and it would still work for him. Like there's no other black person that'd be like, oh, I can't say that. Like you can literally, for him, like, and so I'm inserting that in that situation, and that's why I'm taking it personal in that way, like where he can just openly say that, and that the world is just going to keep going, and he's going to keep making money, he's going to keep getting shows and not being called out and not issuing an apology. That's what I'm talking about. So I hope that happens. Where we can give the pressure that needs to be done. So anyway, I'm doing my part. You know, I really think that's what Kendrick Lamar means when he says slide on them. I don't think he meant in a violent way. I think he meant with using our words, using our actions, using our money, our wallets to not support guys like this, not give them watch time. You know, so people could say, oh, you're doing that right now. But I'm actually putting the word out that, you know, when we see this guy, we need to not go on his podcast. Like a lot of this clout right here, if you look at his Twitter page is dead. Like the stuff that he's gone viral for is all around hip hop. So like all these, I bet you these are freaking bots anyways. But honestly, that's neither here nor there. Like just know that that's why he really shot for the stars. He really shot for the stars with this. Yeah, he really doubled down for this kind of clout, and it's working, you know. So, but there's repercussions. And I hope that it can be in a way that I see fit. But it's going to happen. This guy, he's like, these kind of people, these people are actually miserable people in real life. Like these people like that come up with this kind of content, you know, disparaging, degenerate content. They're miserable people, you know, so regardless of whatever money he gets, he's a miserable human being. So it is what it is. And yeah, if you guys like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. If you haven't already, please leave a comment. It helps the algorithms push us out. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.